Good morning. That is definitely a beautiful sunrise behind me here in the Appalachian Shire. And it is a nice, comfortable, I guess you would call it cold, but to me it's nice and cool. It's maybe 40, 45 degrees Fahrenheit. A little on the chilly side, but it will definitely be warming up soon because it's been getting warmer the last few days. Spring is upon us. And indeed, that bright morning sun is going to hide behind my head so I can actually see what I'm doing on the phone. So, anyway, I hope you all had a good weekend. I kind of did. I had some personal things to deal with that weren't very fun, but I'm doing all right, I guess. And I've had a lot on my mind, and there's a car coming. Okay, there it goes. Anyway, I've had a lot of different things on my mind that have just sort of troubled me and made me not sleep well, but nothing like bad that I need to report on or anything. But I hope you guys had a good weekend. One of the things that was weighing on me this weekend was the thought of being crushed, having my life destroyed because of these spiteful, evil anti-whites in government and in law. Because look what happened to Sam and Lara, Lara Towler's husband, right? This is, of course, big news in the circles that we're in. If you don't know, Sam and Lara, they live in the UK. They're pretty sure they're both English. And Sam was arrested for, I don't know, instigating racial intimidation or some shit like that because he has stickers for sale that say truthful, honest things like white people are going to be a minority in my country in 2066. And, you know, just other basic nationalist stuff. Like, it's nothing violent, nothing bad, just regular, hey, pay attention and care about your own people type of stickers, right? But apparently these were considered, you know, incitement to racial hatred or intimidation or some shit. So he is facing 2 years of prison time. That was the ruling. 2 years of prison time from a judge who has given people who definitely committed rape against a minor lesser jail sentences, or in some cases, no jail sentences for rape. Just community service. So clearly, the justice system isn't just, right? We all know this. So why do I want to talk about this morning? Well, it haunts me. Because I don't think the things I do are bad. But when is the shoe going to drop? When's the other shoe going to drop, right? It's like, this stuff really bothers me because unless we start seeing real people with real power step forward to end this, it's not gonna go well for us. So I think more than anything, we need to remember Sam, we need to remember Lara, pray for them, help them if you can. And we need to learn from this. We need to learn that your actions matter. What you do matters. Because Sam and Lara, they have children. They have another child that's coming, I don't know, sometime soon. And I don't keep up with them personally, but I know that so many people, they look at this racial survival stuff and they sort of treat it like a political party. But it's not. It's not really about politics, really. Nationalism, white identity, whatever you want to call it. They say nationalism over there, but it's not, this is not something that we're just gonna, it's like, oh, well, you know, we lost, maybe next year, or maybe in 4 years there will be a different party. It bothers me because the people who are actually standing up and trying to advocate for their race not being annihilated are being depersoned, intimidated with prison charges that are completely BS. They're BS charges. And the law, of course, is not in our favor. So this is not politics. This is survival. We are in a war, an existential war, against like a spiritual foe in a way. Because this white guilt, this anti-white animus that is in everything, this civilizational rot, this identity decay that we all have, we have to beat this, or it's going to beat us. Sorry about that. I had a sneeze. Anyway, we have to beat this, or it's going to beat us. And Sam, the Sam story, it bothers me because I don't know for certain if the things that I read about him are true. How can I know? Like, I saw this one article that said he had a picture of Hitler in his house. A big whoop, right? Who cares? Lots of history books have pictures of Hitler. I assume, due to the way that the article framed it, they meant that the Sam's house had some reverent picture of Adolf Hitler in the house. Seems kind of weird. Is that even true? I don't know. But it's like, this is the war that we're in. The propaganda around everything, the lies, the media manipulation. We can't know anything that the media says is reliable or true. We just have to assume it's all false. Because, well, in a lot of ways, if you believe the opposite of what mainstream media says, you're more informed than if you don't read it at all. So, but regardless, the reason why that bothers me is, let's say, I mean, I know that Sam's a good guy and all, but some people really do have these romantic lenses for the Third Reich Germany. I don't know why they do. There's a lot of reasons. I wish they didn't. But some people really do. Let's say that article's correct, and the framing of it was correct. And let's say Sam really does have some reverent shrine or whatever to Adolf Hitler in his house. Well, even if you do feel that way, don't have those things. Those things alone can crucify you and destroy your family when put into the media, when delivered in court. And I personally do have a lot of sympathies for the Germans of that time. I'm not talking about Hitler and his leadership. The Germans of Germany in the early 1900s were a desperate, warred upon, broken, dying people that had a particular infection of Ashkenazi Jewish Marxism that was rotting Berlin. And they had, from the Anglosphere and the Francosphere, a lot of anti-German hatred and sentiment that was screwing them over. They got done dirty after World War I, and then people like Churchill and others were punishing them, being cruel to them, not wanting to hear them and their needs. So I have a lot of sympathies for the Germans wanting some dramatic change at that time. Because I've actually peeled back the lies of, I guess you could say it, the poisoned American history or whatever that lies about everything. And let's not even get started on the stupid Holocaust. But anyway, it bothers me to think that having those sympathies would be conflated with worshiping Hitler, right? Like, because I don't. I certainly don't. I'm not a Third Reich romantic. I don't think Hitler was some super Jesus. Like, I don't think any of those things. But I understand what was going on at the time. I understand what was going on during World War II on like a political, social zeitgeist level. And a lot of things start to make sense then about the whys and the hows and the what came before what. And it starts to paint a better picture of why certain people with power acted the way they did around certain events of that time. Now, that's different from having a shrine to someone that your society says is the super Satan, right? Now, again, I don't think Sam had a shrine to Hitler in his house. I really doubt that. But let's say, for sake of argument, he did. That was dumb if he did. If you care at all about having staying power and influence to help whites survive this anti-white war that is being waged upon us, you have to do it smart. And it's not smart to wear a swastika. It's not smart to have a shrine to Hitler in your house or to be openly pro-Nazi. Like, I don't care if you actually are. A lot of people are. I have sympathies to them at that time. I have sympathies to who I think were ideologically on the right side or whatever in many different wars who lost. But I don't have shrines to them, and I don't wear their iconography, and I don't tell people that, oh yes, I support the so-and-so of the Byzantine, or yes, I am a neo-Roman. Like, I don't use that kind of language. That invites persecution. It invites, it's giving a big, easy target to your enemies. Now, I hope that what I read is fake news. I hope so. But if it's not, then Sam and Lara did an oopsie. They shouldn't have had that kind of iconography up. I hope they didn't. I hope this all just media lies. But I can't trust anything in the media. I don't know if it's true or not. So, I feel bad for Lara, especially because she's pregnant. I feel bad for Sam because he really does love his people. And from all that I've seen of him, he's a nice, lovable, awesome guy. He doesn't deserve this. None of us deserve what's being done to us in this war. But it's not like Sam is out there with a megaphone barking and saying racial slurs at immigrants. No, he wants his own people to rise up together and actually change what's being done to them. Their life, their island is being destroyed and overran by foreigners. And the people who are in power are corrupt and complicit. He is righteous to stand up against that. So are all of us. And I feel bad for him that now, even though he was breaking no laws, they say he broke laws because of these stupid anti-white hate speech laws. Like, this is why I hate pretty much everything liberal and liberalism, is because this is where it leads. I'm not saying that we can't have certain liberties afforded to us in a structure, but when you have selfish individualism in the driver's seat, backed up by no logos, no religion, it leads to this. And I hate to say that, but it's true. And so, I don't know what's happening. I hope and pray that Sam's going to be okay and that they can fight this and he doesn't have to go to prison for 2 years. That's horrible. Not to mention that in the UK, prisons are just completely full of Muslim immigrants that do violent, horrible things. And I think that the system wants to threaten their family with that because they know that. I think that they might want to get rid of Sam by sending him to prison, hoping that a Muslim kills him. I don't put that past the people in power in the UK. It's really sad where we're at, isn't it? That we have to have these conversations. And it's not talking about a bad scenario in a video game or a scary novel I read. But we're talking about reality that we have to live in. Some dark stuff. Some heavy stuff. And it breaks my heart. I'm going to wrap it up here today. I don't have anything else to say. I got a lot on my mind. And things have been weighing really heavy on me lately. But I wanted to make a morning walk video this week just to vent about this and to share my thoughts on it. It's also a really beautiful morning. Let's take a look. Let's take a look here. Really pretty. Beautiful Appalachian spring morning as far as the eye can see in every direction. Well, I guess that's it for this week. We do have another episode planned for Empire of Lies this Thursday. I hope to see you guys there. And just do everything you can to make a difference in your family, in your life, in your personal life. I failed to do that, and it haunts me. I wish you guys better success than I have in that regard. Have a great week, everybody. I'll see you Thursday. God bless.